if we could do that by painting the back of bald guys' heads with your message, if that was the best way to do it, we do it. We don't care.
So Jack, man, you are a super sleuth of data. Like you're always trying to find the proof points for the theories and the beliefs that we have about media, about writing, about like everything. And so you just shared with me right before we started that even media buyers have the wrong perception of the effectiveness and power of radio. And this is something we believe dear. So enlighten us. What's going on?
Well, this is weird. You would think if anybody would understand the reach of media of various types, it would be the people responsible for buying it. This is from a 2025 August 2025 study by a company called Advertiser Perceptions, backed by data from Nielsen, Edison Research, and LeadsRx. Okay, this is good data. When asked what percentage of Americans are reached by AM/FM radio in a typical week, the average answer from ad agencies was 40%.
From ad agencies. Ad agencies, like, so the people that are trying to put your message in front of people, they only believe
who are telling you where to put your message.
Okay, they only believe that it's 40% effective.
The average answer is 40%.
Okay,
actual answer, Nielsen data, 87%.
Oh my God. Like that's staggering.
As insane as that seems to me, and it does seem absolutely mind-blowing. I said in a previous conversation you and I had that I'm in the business and I thought radio would be dead 25 years ago.
Yes, you have said that.
So it's a fairly common belief, one that I confess I hold, that the younger generation, Gen Z and millennials, which technically is people under 34, that they've completely left radio behind.
Right.
Not true. Want to know what the largest demographic segment for radio is?
Let's hear it.
Young adults 18 to 34. I'd have lost every penny I'd have bet on that particular statistic.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. That's all I hear from so I have kids in that age group. My children are Gen Z and millennial, and they said this to me the other day, which is brilliant that you came up with this topic for today. And I got data backed by my own, scientific research. But my kids were like, Dad, I love the radio ads you guys make and you guys produce, but who hears them if you're putting them on radio? Because nobody I know listens to radio. And I said, oh, okay. So who's 1-800-GOT-JUNK? And he goes, well, I know 1-800-GOT-JUNK because they're part of your, your group has, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but who are they? Well, I said, what is the slogan? What do they do? Well, they got the stupid bling. I said, I don't write those ads, but you know them. And he's like, oh, damn. And I said, you don't maybe turn the radio on. That doesn't mean you're not hearing the radio. You may not actually.
That is people.
Right? I had the same conversation with an Uber driver he was a East Indian Uber driver, really good, really interesting dude, and very curious, and was asking me all about what I did and blah blah. Oh man, that's so interesting. And he goes, but I don't listen to the radio because I swear to God, this is the words he said. I'll tell you the exact scenario. I don't listen to radio because I like to stream my music so I can hear my music from back home. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. My in-laws are Portuguese and they used to watch RTP television on satellite. They weren't cable people, except for every time they went to somebody else's house and they were watching somebody else's television, or when they were in waiting rooms and stuff like that. So this guy says, I don't listen to radio. while the local radio station was playing in the car. And he goes, and I went, I said, "Oh, you don't?" And he says, "No." And I said, "Well, this is the
What's
local radio
this?
station. Yeah, this is the local radio station." And he says, "Well," he says, "Well, I put that on for my clients, for the people that get in the car." And I said, "Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Oh my gosh, you're so kind. Like that to think of meeting the client where they're at, which is the, a topic that we talk about a lot." Anyway, I said, "But so you're not hearing the radio for like 8 hours a day?" And he goes, he just stopped. He goes, "Oh yeah." I said, "Active listening and passive listening doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference." And so it does not. No, we know this. I mean, that's why we're talking about it. Like, it doesn't really surprise us that it's as high as it is. I mean, we did think there was going to be a much faster decline. TV is actually going through a much faster decline, but but to not realize that you're hearing the radio, to me, is a brilliant state of affairs.
Yeah.
It's the reason why, if you're a marketer, I'm going to look right at you. If you're a marketer or a business owner, just think about getting on radio. Even if you don't, get an ad writer team and blah, 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 get on radio.
We need to make it clear. We're not radio whores.
Oh, no.
We don't care.
Yes.
Except
yes.
You have $1 to spend. Our job is to make sure that dollar reaches the most people, the most times, the most effectively.
Yes.
If we could do that by painting the back of bald guys' heads with your message, if that was the best way to do it, we do it. We don't care. It's just Matthew,
you completely broke me. Painting the back of bald guys' heads.
But
okay.
Get this. So we've established that passive listening and active listening, it doesn't matter. You could intentionally go turn the radio to your favorite station, and you're not going to hear more or less than walking past a store where the door's open and the radio's on. You're still going to hear it. Your brain hears it. Now, Pandora and Spotify.
Yeah.
All about listening. It's the digital version of radio.
Yeah.
Ask the average Joe Schmo what's more popular. Digital things like radio, like Spotify and Pandora.
Yeah.
Or over-the-air radio.
Right.
None of us would be surprised if people not in marketing said, "Oh, those are way more popular."
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I got a Spotify playlist. I got an Amazon Music playlist.
Agencies surveyed in this study believe that Pandora and Spotify command a bigger audience than radio. On average, agencies believe audiences, about 41% of an audience can be reached by Pandora or Spotify, 26% by radio. Reality? The reality?
Yeah.
And we're talking ad-supported radio.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
We're talking to marketers. We're talking to business owners. You're spending some money to try to get a message to somebody.
Okay.
Which is more effective? Spotify, Pandora, or over-the-air radio? You'd think agencies would know this, right?
Oh my God. Well, we know this.
Is 14 times bigger share of audience.
14 times.
1,400%. And again, we're not radio whores. We really don't care.
No, we're media agnostic.
Other than, how do we get the most bang for our client's buck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so you said it a couple of times. So we're not media first, right? So your terminology a lot more drastic than mine. So we're not media first. We don't care if you want to own Facebook, or you want to own radio, or you want to own TV, or you want to own billboards, or you want to own direct to consumer,
Skywriting.
direct response,
Sports
skywriting.
sponsorship. Yeah.
Yeah. Signs on your back or the back of a bald man's head, whatever it
Painted
is,
bald
you want to
heads.
own it. Exactly. If you want to do that, if that's where you want to live, then great, you can do it. We don't care. We'll find the message and the strategy that makes that work. I mean, that's what we believe as marketers. Marketing in general, marketers in general should believe this. And if you don't, shame on you, because if you don't have a strategy, you have nothing. Media is not the first choice. But we do believe in offline media more than we believe in digital media, only because repetition is the key. Guys, listen back to the episode with Stephen Semple about repetition and what we believe about repetition. But ultimately, if you are going to choose a media for the best return on investment, reaching the most amount of people with the right amount of money, with the least amount of money, with the best repetition and effectiveness, radio can't be beat. And we're not trying to tell you that you should be on radio. I did lean into the camera and say, get on radio, get on radio. I'm just saying, if you don't believe in radio, then there's nothing I can do to persuade you. I mean, this is a discoverable document. We can probably put a link to it in the description, I think, right, Jack?
It's behind a paywall. I pay, but
if we can screen cap it and throw it on screen, listen, I'm going to put it in a backup. We're going to put it right here for a couple minutes, seconds or whatever. It's going to sit here roughly. I don't know how I will do this in post production, but anyway, guys, push pause. Again, I'm new at this whole thing. So just understand that what we're trying to say is get the data. Don't have confirmation bias. Well, I don't listen to radio, so nobody listens to radio. I don't watch TV, so nobody watches TV. I don't read newspapers, so nobody watches, nobody's reading newspapers. Yes, there's a lot of change in the world, but it's shockingly scary how little radio has changed over the last 50, 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
So just all we want to do is give you the data.
I feel like I sound like a radio whore. And I'll admit, personally, as a consumer, I love radio. I'll readily admit that.
Yeah, I love radio too.
But I so clearly remember when Napster hit in, what was it, 98, something like that?
Yeah.
I had the thought back then, oh, radio is dead. Radio is over. Radio's done.
Yeah.
And I could have given all the reasons why. And I failed to think about some really, really significant things. So I guess I shouldn't beat up our compadres in these agencies too much, because if I just didn't have my head buried in this kind of stuff all the time, I'd have been just like them. I would have said, there's no way radio is more effective than Pandora and Spotify.
Yeah.
Impossible. No way.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Listen, guys, this is what we want to talk about is specifically, just this is the data. These are the numbers. So please take the data. Do with it what you will. We're just purveyors of information, and we really want to see more companies, more marketers use the powerhouses that are there. So you have that unfair advantage, a cheat code for getting to more people with your message for the least amount of money. And radio just happens to be one of the best of them. It doesn't always work. There's a lot of times when radio doesn't work. But okay, so guys, we usually end our episodes, and now, unfortunately, I'm signaling you that we're ending an episode. But the Wizard Academy, guys, we love that place. You can learn all about everything from this kind of media. You can learn about communication, and we're actually going to do an episode coming up about communication. thewizardacademy.org. If you want to take a course, you want to learn more about marketing and communication in general, go check them out. We love them. And again, we do this because we love them, not because they're telling us to or want to. They're a non-for-profit school, so we're not asking for money for this. We just love them. We're both students. Jack, as always, you find the data that bites hard, and you feel passionately about it, and I love that about you. So thank you for this one, and we'll see everybody next time.